The Book of the Damned, by Charles Hoyfort, Chapter 6F. As to ashes, the difficulties are great, because we'd expect many falls of terrestrially derived ashes, volcanoes and forest fires. In some of our acceptances, I have felt a little radical. I suppose that one of our main motives is to show that there is, in quasi-existence, nothing but the preposterous, or something intermediate to absolute preposterousness and final reasonableness, that the new is the obviously preposterous, that it becomes the established and disguisedly preposterous, that it is displaced, after a while, and is again seen to be the preposterous. Or that all progress is from the outrageous to the academic or sanctified, and back to the outrageous, modified, however, by a trend of higher and higher approximation to the impreposterous. Sometimes I feel a little more uninspired than at other times, but I think we're pretty well accustomed now to the oneness of allness, or that the methods of science in maintaining its system are as outrageous as the attempts of the damned to break in. In the Annual Record of Science 1875, page 241, Professor Dowbry is quoted that ashes that had fallen in the Azores had come from the Chicago fire, or the damned and the saved, and there's little to choose between them, and angels are beings that have not obviously barbed tails to them, or never have such bad manners as to stroke an angel below the waistline. However, this special outrage was challenged. The editor of the record returns to it in the issue of 1876. Considers it in the highest degree improper to say that the ashes of Chicago were landed in the Azores. Bulletin de la Société Astronomique de France, Volume 22, page 245. Account of the white substance, like ashes, that fell at Hanoi, France, March 27, 1908. Simply called a curious phenomenon, no attempt to trace to a terrestrial source. Flake formations, which may signify passage through a region of pressure, are common, but spherical formations, as if of things that have rolled and rolled along planar regions somewhere, are commoner. Nature, January 10, 1884, quotes a Kimberley newspaper that, toward the close of November 1883, a thick shower of ashy matter fell at Queenstown, South Africa. The matter was in marble-sized balls, which were soft and pulpy, but which, upon drying, crumbled at touch. The shower was confined to one narrow streak of land. It would be only ordinarily preposterous to attribute this substance to Krakatoa. But, with the fall, loud noises were heard. But I'll omit many notes upon ashes. If ashes should sift down upon deep-sea fishes, that is not to say that they came from steamships.